Welcome back to the channel. For a couple of occasions in 2023 and also back in 2022, Lufthansa operated some of their flights between Frankfurt and Palma de Mallorca on an increasingly rare aircraft type, the Boeing 747-400. This was due to higher demand during the summer months on the one hand, but at least in 2023 they mostly did it to train pilots, since they will keep this aircraft in service longer than originally planned. That's because Lufthansa has to deal with constantly postponed delivery timelines of the new Boeing 777-9, which was supposed to replace some of the older aircraft types they have. But let's enjoy the 747-400 while it is still around. Our journey starts at Frankfurt Airport on a beautiful sunny day. It's perfect flying weather, and we're about to take this 22-year-old bird down to the most popular holiday destination of Germans, the Spanish island of Majorca. I flew business class in the upper deck, so I made my way up the stairs and settled into my seat 81K. Row 81 is the first row on the upper deck and you're sitting right behind the cockpit. The window is a bit far away from the seat, but if you stretch a little, you get great views from the second floor. There is a storage area at the side which you can use after takeoff, and all in all, the seat feels quite spacious. The entertainment system is quite far away from the seat, but you can use the remote control. It's a bit tricky to move the cursor around, but you will figure it out eventually. The movie selection was the same as on any Lufthansa long-haul flight and gave you access to just over 300 movies. This should be enough to pass the time on this 2-hour flight. The headphones are stored in a side compartment. They're not the best, but they will do for 2 hours. We pushed back half an hour late, but it didn't matter as you could feel the excitement in the cabin growing by each feet. There were many Afghans on this flight, even some people flying to Mallorca and back just for the fun of it. Lufthansa is pretty much the only carrier in the world that regularly flies a higher number of 747-400s in scheduled passenger service. They have 8 of them remaining at an average age of just over 23 years. Needless to say, Afghans from all around the world jumped at the opportunity to fly one of these queens on a short hop within Europe. And of course, I couldn't resist it either. After pushback, we started taxiing towards runway 18, the western runway at Frankfurt Airport that's used for takeoffs only. The area you see here is exclusively for Lufthansa and its Star Alliance partners, but most of the positions are taken by Lufthansa. Lunch was served less than half an hour after takeoff. It was a cold platter with meat slices, salad and bread along with a dessert. And since we were going to Spain, I chose to have a glass of red wine with it. The meal was nothing special for business class, but nevertheless quite okay. I wasn't feeling in the mood for a movie, so I just watched some relaxing scenes from around the world. After lunch it was time to lay down a bit and watch the clouds go by the window. The bathroom is pretty standard, but I was surprised that even on a short flight like this, you could find some amenities stocked here. It was then time to get ready for the approach into Palma de Mallorca. We approached the island from the northeast and had to cross it entirely to get to the airport, which made for some impressive views on this almost cloudless day.
Damen und Herren, die Lufthansa heißt Sie herzlich willkommen in Mallorca und bitte lassen Sie Ihre Sitzgurte noch so lange geschlossen, bis die Anschnallzeichen über Ihnen ausgeschaltet werden. Flugkapitän Ziegler und die Crew danken, dass Sie unsere Gäste waren. Wir wünschen Ihnen eine schöne Zeit hier in Mallorca, schönen Urlaub. Vielen Dank nochmals und auf Wiedersehen. Ladies and gentlemen, Lufthansa welcomes you to Mallorca.
Taxiing to the gate was a slow affair as the taxiways at Palma are not intended for big jets like the 747. She was definitely the queen here and it felt majestic taxiing along all the small A320s and 737s. We arrived at the gate with a small delay of about 20 minutes, but I didn't mind since this only meant that I got to spend more time on the 747.
Ja, also ciao. Tschüss, viel Spaß. So schönen Aufenthalt, gell? Tschüss.
If you liked this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more videos to come. You can also follow me on Instagram. Until then, enjoy your travels.